So now...
To actually give you a little less resistance, we took all the air out of that line.
Okay.
So a stronger swimmer may actually need to add in the air back into those swimming lines. So all you'll do is just turn the knobs there at the top. That's called an air control. Left, turn on, right, turn off. As you get to be a stronger swimmer, one of the things you can do is add resistance into just maybe the lower jets, and then you can add them into the higher if you get really strong. You can also change the nozzle on the base of the jet. You can point it up, down, left, right to actually give it a more streamlined for your body shape. If you were, say, a little wider, you may want to go a little bit to the left and to the right. If you were heavy at the top, you would maybe want to push the resistance a little bit further towards...
Put my bum up in the air.
Exactly. Get your bum up in the air a little bit. When you first get inside of a swim trainer, you're going to have to get used to that movement, especially if you're a swimmer in, say, an Olympic pool on a regular basis. It's just a different feel. After a while, after about a week, it took me about a week to really get to where I felt comfortable in it. I knew exactly where I wanted to be. Like you can see, when you first did it, you were like, wow, I can't do this. My feet are everywhere. It's been 10 minutes. You've got a good idea of where you need to put the resistance, what you need to go towards.
Yeah, I can even do...
Yep, you can even smooth it out a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm not hitting the ground anymore.
Yeah. Now, a lot of times people will say, when I'm really going at it, how am I going to keep my body towards the center? That light there at the bottom, when it's on, it's a beacon. You're keeping your body right there towards the center.
And where's that light?
The second button from this side.
There. You want to hit it for us? Oh, want to see the light?
Second button from this side. There you go.
I haven't swam for a while.
It's amazing how physical it is. You have a tendency to forget how physical it is to actually get in a swimming pool or a swim spa and actually get the exercise.
Well, I'm getting good. Like I can, I have it obviously. I'm feeling it in my arms and my shoulders. So, but yeah, this is like I'm camping. So I'm getting
a great workout.
And I didn't go anywhere. The amazing thing is I didn't go anywhere. But yeah, this is great. Like, see, when I first got in here too, I felt like the water was kind of cool. Well, I'm actually finding the water quite warm now. So obviously,
your body is
increasing. So, okay, so now we've adjusted. So this is fairly low, and this system here, I think you had said that was a lower.
This is actually going to be one of the lowest flow rates on our swim spas because this one utilizes the diverter system, where it diverts the water from the seating area over to the swim system. The next step up on this would be the one just like our standard luxury model where you have 2 pumps that control just the swim jets and 2 pumps that control just the seating area. And the step up from that is your Badu jet, which is standard on the Olympic and an option on the QX4 and the luxury. That's got a 4 horsepower spec pump. It's one of the most powerful swim systems on the market.
It would blow me right out of the pool.
Yes. Matt, my husband, who you've met, pretty athletic looking guy. He can handle his own. He actually would tie a ski rope to the fence, and they would boogie board against the swim jet.
Wow.
Against the Badu jets, yeah. Not recommended in any way, shape, or form. Not endorsed in any way by Sunbelt or anyone else. It was a little dangerous, but they had a really good time, so really, really powerful.
So this is the least resistance.
This is the least resistance you'll see in a Sunbelt swim spa.
And we don't have any jets on for me. Like you don't have any air.
Right,
like
there's no air on at all.
We've turned this right down.
Turned this all the way down as low as
for me
as the flow rate.
So
exactly. So a stronger swimmer, we're going to add the air back in. A really strong swimmer, you may upgrade to one of those other systems.
So which would completely.
Now this is a 14-footer, so the longest one would be the...
all the shell dimensions are all the same, 14'7". Where you're going to add that extra foot on, that 15'7" on the Olympic, is 1 extra foot of cabinet to accommodate for that enormous pump that's underneath there pushing those swim jets.
I got it.
So that's where that difference is going to come in.
And they're all the same depth?
All the same depth.
Yep.
The width changes a little bit on the QX4. It becomes a little bit tighter this way because we needed it to fit inside containers for international use. So instead of 8'1", I think it's 7'10". It's just a matter of just a couple of inches.
Okay, so it's really not going to affect my.
You won't feel the difference.
It's So now on the show, like in the showroom, these feel huge. Like I'm gonna drown. I'm gonna drown because they're such a huge vessel. I don't. This is quite small. Like I'm feeling like this is. Are you having that feeling? Like this is actually.
It's not small. It's cozy.
Yes. Okay. It's cozy.
Like it's a comfortable. It wasn't overwhelming like you thought it would be.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Well, you have to think about it. In a showroom, a swim spa is the biggest thing in the room. In your backyard, it's simply an addition to your backyard. So
Right.
it has that different feel once you actually.
And this is awesome. This is not an unusual size of a yard in Winnipeg. So this is
about the right reference point for you.
So this would be.
Right
and
there.
we actually in some of the other areas we have, they virtually have no backyards at all. So this is great. So now this is very easy just to go back. This is great.
I think she thought it would be harder.
Oh, I did. I thought this was going to be really hard. So now, just with the camera going, put this on, just put some air on, and so we can just kind of see what actually happens to me as I am in motion here.
She's not a strong enough swimmer to be able to swim against it.
I can't.
Would you like to give it a try?
Drown me.
Is it still recording?
Uh-huh.
So, is it still? So do you still see? Is it still
You're
recording?
a bit stronger, so I'm going to add in the air to both.
And don't kick your feet out of the water.
He'll get used to it.
An Olympic swimmer.
He's never swum in it before. He's got to get used to the flow.
Yeah, the front ball is not strong enough, but I can do the breath. Yeah, it's pretty good. Even for small ones like that.
Yeah. Actually, on the front crawl, what you'll be able to do is you'll start to learn how to, the whole purpose of it is to actually swim a continuous time period to get the exercise. You've got to change the way that you actually swim to do that.
Yeah.
So after, like I said, about a week, it'll just become natural.
So if you weren't really pushing it or whatever, you can still do that.
Right. The point is not to outswim the swim machine. The point is to use it as a continuous swimming system.
Got it.
So what you'll do is you'll accommodate. You'll realize what you need to back off a little bit on in order to do that. It takes a little while to get used to it, and you may actually want to push the jets down a little bit to give yourself a different buoyancy, so that your legs are coming out from under you a bit more.
So this is the least, and obviously I haven't swam for quite some time. So this is the least resistance then.
Right.
Yeah. I can't do a back.
So you back it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not moving at all.
Yeah, I backed it down by 2.
We are not trained swimmers. We are just simply play people in pools. So, okay, that's
perfect.
good.
All right, that's the cut.